What's up, guys? It's Rahul from the Chaos Gym. Sorry I haven't made too much content in a while. It's just been a little hectic with school and work and everything. But now I'm back in Florida. Now I'm back doing school. I've got plenty of time to kind of dedicate to the next upcoming year. And so this video is going to be just like my World Championships run and the Anaheim Open. By that being said, you guys know that I didn't have the best of runs. Um, yeah. So as you guys know, Worlds next year is in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not the greatest fan of it, because it's not like a destination spot that I would spend a bunch of extra days on, like I've done for San Fran, for Vancouver, for for Anaheim. Like I went out a couple days early. Like for San Fran, I went out Saturday when I had to be there Thursday, and Anaheim I was there Tuesday, like that. I'll probably just go like Wednesday evening or something to Nashville. Um, that being said, I do think it's a cool place, and I would like to visit. I just don't think it's a Worlds location. Um, my justification being a lot of the foreign players are, it's very expensive for them to come out, and I know a lot of them that came out to like Anaheim and San Francisco did like a week or 2 week long vacation, and so for them justifying a $2,000 trip almost is kind of like eh. And I mean, like, I'm not angry about the city of Nashville or anything. Like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna have a great time. I already know that because the people I go with are very fun people, and my friends are awesome. So I don't think there'll be any disputes on my end. I'll have fun and I'll be there. That being said, I will go over my list that I played. I played Vespaquin again for the World Championships. I was committed. I just said one last time. Let's see what happens. I tested against every matchup I thought would be big. Garbodor variants, Volcanion, Greninja, Mega Ray, Decidueye Tails, Golisopod. And I was beating everything consistently. The only things I was really like losing to was Decidueye Plume. And so I went into the tournament with the mentality of I can play this deck better than anybody else. And if I hit some poor matchups or poor tech choices, as long as my deck doesn't brick out against me, I won't be too upset. So the deck is very similar to the Madison list that Michael Premo and I piloted. The two Guzmas just went in place for Lysanders. I got one Floatstone for Field Blower because you don't really need two Floatstones when you've got the Guzmas and the Zoroarks. So you can kind of like do something. And the Field Blower also helps with Garbodor if they get an early Garbotoxin. Or against Fighting Fury Belt base decks. It's just cute to have, and I've always wanted one as a slot, and I finally found a slot for it. I played the Mime again like I did for Nationals, or NAIC, because of Decidueye Tails and Garbodor spread decks that were emerging. And it really, really was good against those. And then I put a Coco promo because if you get one spread off against Drampa Garbodor, the math becomes really good. If you get two spreads off against Gardevoir, your math becomes almost perfect in dealing with whatever they can put out. Even if they can Ace Roll a one thing, they can't Ace Roll everything. So just having the ability to Coco spread twice won me a lot of testing games. And I do owe a lot of my testing to Franco, Takahashi, Jose, and like the Florida guys plus Israel. So I knew what I was like going in for. Like the Garbodor Golisopod deck I tested against Franco. He already had it because he has Japanese friends. And I was beating it, and I just thought the deck was bad when I first played against it, but it got second, so clearly it did something right. So here's how my matchups went. Round 1, I hit Brian Hunter, who was playing Ninetales with a Karen. Game 1, he Karened me once, but I was able to take the game. Game 2, he Karened me twice, and I lost immediately. In Game 3, I had the game in hand if he didn't have his 4th Via Seeker for Karen. And when he played that, that was the 4th Karen of the game, and his last Via Seeker, and that lost me the game. Had he not had that, I would have won the game right there, but been spiraled into a bracket of Mega Ray Quazzas, and decks that I would like to face, ideally for the rest of the day. But I did not get the luck. Oh, sorry. So I get round 2. I go up against Alex Bobenreath, playing a spread Garbodor deck, Drampa Garb, and he continuously used Espeon EX to devolve, and I could never get rid of the Potown. So I pretty much lost myself the game, and then the second game was pretty much the same. I really couldn't do anything, and I just struggled to get set up, and the matchup was just poor. So to my luck, I hit two very, very bad matchups for me. Round 3, I had a Greninja, and I made quick work of that. Round 4, I played against a Volcanion, and I also made quick work of that. Round 5, I go up against Vespiquen Mirror. Who would have thought? There's like only 2 other players in the whole room playing Vespiquen. and Noah Sawyer played a teammates, and I did not. So in the mirror, it really does swing things. Game one, I had it in the bag, but I prized my last DCE. My last two prizes were like DCE special charge or something, and like I couldn't. I needed either of those to be like the third prize, and because of that, I just ended up losing the game. And then game two, I just didn't set up, and he rolled me. So with that, my world championship run came to an end. I feel like had I won my fifth round, I would have been in a prime position to hit a good matchup in the sixth round, because there's a lot of Mega Rayquazas, a lot of Volcanians and stuff on their winning ends. So, yeah, but no harm, no foul. My best friend Ryan Sablehouse and teammate CCG Castle made it through with Espeon Garb playing 4-0, and that would have been my backup choice had I not been committed to Vespiquen. But then we come to the Anaheim Open, which I had fortunately registered a spot for, so I was playing in that already, and everyone was just like, play Espeon Garb, it's the best deck, we're all playing it tomorrow for day two. As little Brad, Jimmy, Igor, Ryan, they all told me they're playing Espeon Garb, they just said play Espeon Garb, and I was like, sure. And then that night in the hotel room, I talked to some of the Brazilian players, Thiago and Ian, and Thiago got second at the LATAM IC, shared with me his day one, the deck he made it through day one with Golisopod Decidueye. And I built it, and I played a couple hands with it, and it was insanely fun, so I decided to lock it in for the Open. And let me pull up on my phone my matchups that I had. So round one, I played against Vikabulu in the Open, and I took 2 quick games off my opponent, because Nick Crosman is really good in that matchup. They have to usually bench a Lele and double Bulu, so they can only tap a Wilderness 1, and you just take care of the other 2. Round 2 up against Bert Waller's last year's top 8 world championship competitor from Netherlands, I believe, and he was playing Decidueye Tails. In game 1, I lost because my Espeon EX was prized and his wasn't. In game 2, I just didn't get set up. So, good games to Bert. Hopefully we meet under better circumstances next year, not in the Open. Round 3, I went up against Kirk Dubé, playing Mega Rayquaza. Game 3, I was very tilted from the previous match, so I made a crucial misplay that almost led to me losing the game. But I was able to take it due to Necrozma being such a good card. Round 4, up against another Mega Ray, and I quickly 2-0'd this one with Necrozma. Literally, Necrozma was just the MVP of this tournament. Round 5, up against a Water Box. Poor guy, I just literally just Golisopoded all of his Laprases, and he just couldn't do anything. I should probably pull up the other list, shouldn't I, huh? Oops. I'll just ignore me for a little bit. Okay, here you go. Then I played against Volcanion round 6. Volcanion is probably my worst matchup. Game 1, I took it down to a 1-1 prize game, and I needed him not top deck energy off the N, and he did. Game 2, I beat him with Necrozma. I literally just committed to the turn 2 Necrozma spread and nothing else, because I needed to get the Necrozma spread off, do a bunch of damage to 2 or 3 of his EX, GX Pokemon that he has in the field, and take those prizes very quickly, because if not, I was going to lose the game. Game 2, I took it off him, and Game 3, I just did set up. In round 7, I played against Jabba Garbodor, and my opponent was just not fun to play against because he kept taking a lot of time to do every action, and I pretty much just kind of won the game. Game 3, I kept going down really far, and I had to end him down to 1, and then set up my Galisopods, and then once I'd end him down, I would go Galisopod, knock out something, and then continue my Acerola Guzma chains until Round 8, I played against Simon Erode. Very well-known player, very awesome dude. I love Simon. He was playing Espeon Garb, and the matchup's just not good. Game 1, I almost had it, but Tapu Cure got me in the end. And Game 2, I almost had it again, but he was able to top deck out of it to save himself. But other than that, it was a pretty awesome tournament. The Anaheim Open was run well. We got out early. I guess my overall analysis for Worlds was Anaheim was probably one of the most fun I've had at a Worlds ever. I've been to 4, attended 4 Worlds, played in 2. DC was meh for me just because DC is my hometown. I live in North Virginia, so it's just like I saw hops, jump, and a skip away, and I didn't stay the whole time because I had to leave for college. Vancouver was very fun for me because a lot of the country, it was a good time. San Francisco was. The city was fun, but the event itself was not fun. But this year was a step up from last year. It was like night and day. This year's venue was amazing. It was so cool. It was huge. It was great. There was a lot of stuff going on simultaneously. The Open was run smoothly. Worlds was run smoothly. it was a food truck festival outside. They did something cool with Pokemon Go. They released Unknown's Kangaskhan Tauros, so everybody was playing. There was a huge crowd. I haven't played in almost a year, and I picked it up and I played again with all my friends. Caught some Unknowns. It was fun. We did some raids. I was like the level 21. Like, hey guys, let's get him. Here's my Growlithe. Let's fight. So it was pretty fun. But that being said, I will put out more content. Other than that, like, huge shout out to my teammate Jimmy Pendarvis and one of my best friends. I've known him since I first started playing the game. Finally getting a top 8 at Worlds. It's his best performance yet, and I know I was hoping he'd take it, but yeah. So next year we're gonna do it all over again, Nashville. So if you guys are starting your road to your 400 CP, you better start now because Fort Wayne is in a week, pretty much, with 10 days. So that's pretty soon. I will be in attendance in Fort Wayne, as will, I believe, the rest of Team CCG. Grafton will not be there from the Chaos Gym, but everyone else will. It's expanded. I have no clue what I'm playing. I've been getting a lot of messages asking me what I'm doing, and I basically just got home from Worlds, so I still haven't even unpacked or anything, and we'll see. I've got 2 League Cups this weekend that are standard, and then we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to put out some more content leading up to Fort Wayne, and then from there. So thank you so much, and now begins our road to Worlds 2018. I'm 40 out of 400, so let's get it.